I'm Tanner Doherty. I was born extremely premature, 3 months early to be exact. My mom was pregnant with triplets, and I was the only one that survived. My parents were told that I had a less than 5% chance of survival. And if I did survive, more than likely I would never walk, talk, or breathe on my own. They were even told that my brain wouldn't develop properly, but God had a different plan in mind. When my parents were given the news, their only option was to terminate the pregnancy. My dad asked the doctor if there was still a heartbeat. When the doctor said yes, then my dad said, well, termination is not an option. He said that if God wanted to take my life, that he would accept that, but he wouldn't let a doctor terminate a life that God created. He also stated that he would deal with whatever issues might have come through this pregnancy. My parents started a prayer chain, and people from all over the world were praying for me. Early on, I did struggle with most things that most babies could do, but eventually I was able to do things that the doctors said I would never be able to do. I didn't walk until I was 3, but now I walk just fine, and I can even run pretty fast too. The doctors did say that my brain wouldn't develop properly, but in just a few months I'll be graduating with AP honors degree and go off to college for a cybersecurity degree. I've always heard the story of what God did for my life, all the miracles he did, but I never fully understood it until just recently. I've been struggling to find out where I do fit in. My self-esteem has been low at times, and I felt depressed at times as well. My walk with God wasn't where it should have been, but I was just trying to find where my purpose in life was. My mom reminded me that God didn't just breathe life into me just to have life on earth, but to share a story and share a testimony that I could share with others. If you're a teenager or even an adult that is struggling, because you just don't feel like you fit in or you just feel lonely at times, remember that God made each and every one of us with a story. And that we weren't made to fit in, but to stand out as a child of God. God has a plan for each and every one of you. You just gotta pray and seek answers for that part in your life. I also want people to understand that no matter what obstacle you're facing, God can take that struggle and use it to help other people in the world. Our struggles and our accomplishments are all part of our story. Each of our lives are very important to God. He loved us even before we took that very first breath. So do something with me. Take a deep breath. Now exhale. That breath that you just took was a gift from God. You see, God gives us a choice every second of our lives. We could either make the right choice and use each breath to tell others about Him, or we can choose to ignore the miracle of life that God has given us. The choice is yours. I've chosen God, and I hope you will too. My name is Tanner Doherty, and this is my restoration story.